Tape delayed from Basement International Speedway, it's the 2018 Winter Diecast Nationals. 64 of the world's most competitive tiny cars have gathered here in this basement for a single elimination knockout tournament. You'll see NASCAR legends, up-and-coming rising stars, champions of the ARCA Racing Series, presented by Menards, and Brian Scott. Now to get the show started, let's go trackside for the start and command from your Grand Marshal, Kevin James. Nah, I'm just kidding, hit it. As we take a look at the track, not much has changed since the previous running. A 2x2 course descending down from the launch tower, gathering speed for the finish line where the checkered flag at the gate will declare a winner for the match. 64 cars divided into 4 brackets, each producing a winner to advance into the final 4 championship. Look at the previous winners of the Diecast Nationals. You'll see Parker Kligerman with the inaugural event back in 2014, followed by Jeff Gordon somehow recording back-to-back wins in 2015 and 2016. A big thanks to all of the sponsors that have come on board for this event, especially Papa Jim's Lasagna, new presenting partner of the series. Starting out today will be the 16-car field of the Xfinity Series battling it out. First up, we're going to have Ross Chastain on the outside and Ryan Preece in the 01 on the inside. Away they go. It's going to be Ryan Preece winning this one. Oh, they crashed very hard into the soft barrier at the end of the run. Bounced back pretty far. I think we're going to have to work on a replacement for that. Well, next up, we've got Bubba Wallace in the 6 and Justin Allgaier in the 7. Close match. This one's going to go to Bubba. Take a look at the replay. Oh, got sideways going through the box. Still coasts across in the correct lane though, so he's going to advance. Now we've got Regan Smith against William Byron. Sluggish out of the starting gate for Byron. It's going to cost him as Regan Smith wins this match. Next up, Blake Cook against Ryan Reed. Take a look from above. And away they go, and it looks like Blake Cook in his leaf filter car is going to take this one. The Xfinity round continues on. We've got Daniel Suarez in his old car, and Spencer Gallagher in the 23 on the outside. Down the slope they go, and a close race. This one's going to go to Spencer. Oh, barely at the line. Neck and neck through the finish gates. Now a pair of JGL cars up here. It's Drew Herring and Corey LaJoie. And it's going to be LaJoie, but we're going to have to take a look at that replay again. Looks like, despite Jones on the back of his car, that is Herring. Got a little loose coming out of the box there. That cost him overall. And here's Brendan Poole defeating Brendan Gaughan. And here's Parker Kligerman in what may be his final run in this series, unless he gets a new car soon, going against Ben Rhodes in the 88. And Rhodes will knock off the inaugural champion of the series. And that'll do it for the Xfinity bracket of the first round. Now, how about a shout out to all the fast food cars watching from up there in the stands today. Let's move on to the ARCA bracket. We've got Sarah Cornett Ching on the inside, and Bobby Gerhardt's iconic number 5 in a rare non-super speedway start on the outside, and Sarah knocks him off. By God, that's John West Townley's music. Townley, back for more after a year away. He'll be on the outside, taking on Josh Williams in the 6 car. And away they go, and the Zaxby's Mobile still has it. Now next in the preliminaries, it's going to be Ty Majeski in the 17 and Shane Lee in the 22. Lee gets a head start out of the gates. He'll move on after a win. There's Michael Self in the old Sinclair car against Ken Schrader, making his final appearance. Away they go, and chalk up another win for the old veteran. Kenny Schrader is going to advance. Now here a pair of Lira Motorsports cars. It's Michael Lira and David Levine, who knocks off Michael. Next up is Chase Briscoe on the outside and JJ Haley on the inside. JJ, of course, a close relative of Justin Haley. Oh, trouble there. The car doesn't get out of the starting blocks. Real rough luck for young JJ. Going to need an assist to go. Now we've got Dalton Sargent in the 77 and frequent winner in the series, Mason Mitchell in the 78, and Mitchell's going to move on again. His dominance in the downhill diecast series will continue at least one more round. Next up, Brandon Enfinger in the 90 and Gus Dean in the 98 in a pair of blue cars. Close finish. This one's going to go to Enfinger. Hey, how about a shout out to Chase Elliott's ARCA car in the audience? Yes, the only ARCA car ever to be sponsored by Brakes. And now for the Cup side of the garage, the first 2 of 32 cars to compete today. Brad Keselowski in the outside, but Jamie Mack will prove that it's Mack tonight. He'll move on to the round of 32. Here's Danica Patrick against Casey Kane, but trouble for both of them. Both are stuck in the starting gates. Gonna have to push them from there. Danica slow, so Casey Kane will advance. It's tough luck there. Now here we've got Tony Stewart on the inside, Clint Boyer on the outside. And Boyer will win, unceremoniously dumping Stewart from the competition for the final time. Here's Greg Biffle in the 16 against Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 17. Tight race. It's going to be Greg Biffle. Next up, Matt Kenseth against Joey Logano. Two great friends. We take a look from behind. And down they go. It's going to be Matt Kenseth. Next up, a pair of drivers. Whoa, little hesitation there from the powerhouse BK Racing Squad. Greg Alding will advance with his first career win of any kind. Next up, Chase Elliott against Jeff Gordon, the legend, two-time returning champion of the series, in what will be his final appearance. That'll keep moving on. We'll see him again tomorrow, or later today. I don't know how this works. Next up, Ryan Ellis on the outside. Austin Dillon in a 33-on-33 match. Ooh, a little trouble for Ryan. Austin's going to win this round. Now we've got J.J. Yaley against very famous internet person Landon Castle. Looks like Castle maintains a slim lead, but really expands it coming to the line. He'd blow away J.J. Yaley. Next up, David Gilliland against David Reagan. It's going to be Reagan of the Front Row Motorsports cars. Here's Ryan Newman on the inside, Kurt Busch in the 41 Haas car on the outside. Busch will take this one. Newman looks like he had a little issue coming to the line. And, oh, problems. Skidding sideways through the gate. He'll finish in second place and be eliminated. Hey, it's a pair of Richard Petty Motorsports cars. Eric Almirola in the 43, Brian Scott in the 44. Tight match. It's going to go to Almirola, I believe, at the line. Drag race. Checkered Falls in Eric's position. Up top, we've got Jimmy Johnson in the 48 and Kyle Larson for some reason in his 51, but it's that 51 that will keep him driving. He'll advance on. Next, Cole Witt in the 72 and Martin Truex Jr. in the 78. Is Truex Jr. out of the box? Truex Jr. down to the line. Truex Jr. will be eliminated by Cole Witt. Now we've got Dale Jr. on the outside and Matt DiBenedetto on the inside, who will give you hot passes for the race of your choice if you upvote this video enough. Waiting, and away they go. And DiBenedetto will win this one. I guess Junior's going back to that mill sooner than he thought. Now Michael McDowell in 95 and Josh Wise in his final appearance in the 98. Well, tough luck for the Dogecoin car. McDowell will advance, and that's going to do it for our opening round. Which of course has been brought to you by Toyota, who will probably sponsor every bit of this set by this time next year. And by ARCA Heat 2, available now on Xbox One and Sega Dreamcast. And now a word from Papa Jim's Lasagna.
Somebody touch my spaghetti. Fear not, an even better dinner is being prepared for you right now at Papa Jim's Lasagna. Fresh ingredients combine in a secret recipe, crafted with ancient Italian tools, as tradition crosses paths with innovation. So, forget the spaghetti. This Papa will have you saying, Daddy. If number 5 finishes top 5, 5 families will win 5 lasagnas 5 times a day for 5 years. Because whether it's foot to the floor racing or straight off the floor dining, Papa Jim raises the ceiling for casual Italian meals. Better ingredients, better lasagna. Papa Jim's.
Welcome back to Basement International Speedway as we rejoin in the middle of the Basement Rising project, designed to enhance the fan experience and create more accidents. Last year we saw the introduction of the Carl box as a track additive. This year we'll see the Humpy Hump. Yes, the book by Humpy Wheeler at the bottom of the slope, designed to possibly create more action in racing. We start out here with Ryan Preece on the inside and Bubba Wallace Jr. on the outside. Oh, and he is down! Bubba in the ditch on the side of the track after hard impact. We're going to have to see that again on our Zaxby's crash cam. Hit that chicken. He had the lead. Oh, off the side and into the barrier. Tough luck there for Bubba as Preece will advance. We've got Regan Smith on the inside and Blake Cook on the outside. Oh, trouble again. Cook upside down to the line. Wheel still spinning. Our second race and our second hard hit in the redesigned Speedway. And you know what that means. It's that sound. The Zaxby's crash cam. Big air for Blake. He had the lead, and similar to Wallace's accident, just couldn't stay on the track. He doesn't complete his run. Next we've got Spencer Gallagher against Corey LaJoy. An mercifully clean run, but it's going to be Gallagher advancing. Now take a look at Brendan Poole in the 42 and Ben Rhodes in his old 88. Bet you don't remember that car. And away they go. Another clean run, and this time is Brendan Poole. Hey, how about a shout out to all the foreign drivers in attendance today? Drivers like Max Pappas, Marcus Ambrose, and Sterling Marlin. Back up into the ARCA bracket, it's Sarah Cornet-Ching against John West Townley. Looks like John West had a little trouble there. After the line, oh, his car has come apart. John West Townley's feathers blown straight off. I'm gonna have to hit that chicken again. Things seemed alright. Stayed on course. Oh no, tripped up at the line. Completely knocking the chassis free of the car. That's gonna do it for John West. Here's Shane Lee against Kenny Schrader. Oh, Schrader, bad start. It's gonna hand it to Shane Lee. Here's David Levine. That was a roll of masking tape, I'm sorry. David Levine against Chase Briscoe. And, whoa, it's going to go to Levine. We're going to need to see a replay there. What happened? Oh, sideways. 77 comes across in both lanes, but it's still going to be behind the 59 Ford. Now here's a pair of former ARCA champions. It's Mason Mitchell, 78, versus Grant Enfinger in the 90. And it's going to go to Mason Mitchell, who's shown up again this year with a strong car. Hey, this is as good a time as any to give a little shout out to all the produce cars up there in the stands today. Back into the Cup side, here's Casey Kane knocking off Jamie McMurray. Now Clint Boyer in the 15 and Greg Biffle on the outside in the 16. Well, let's take a closer look here as Biffle is eliminated. Telemetry showing that Biffle clocked in at a cool 6.9 miles an hour. Here's Matt Kenseth on the outside against Greg Galding. Matt looking to continue his Cinderella run in his final appearance, and he will knock off Gray's 23 car. Here's Jeff Gordon's unstoppable 24 against Austin Dillon in the 33, and Gordon looks like he's got the jump again. Gordon will advance. Unbelievable, and here's a pair of 38s. Landon Castle against David Reagan. Oh, looks like Castle had the advantage. Reagan will come back. Let's see a replay. Oh, big air there from David. He'll cross lanes, but not until after he's already crossed the line first. There's Kurt Busch in the 41. Eric Almirola in the 43, tight match. This one's going to go to Kurt. Take a look at the replay. Once again, a photo finish. Slight advantage to the 41. Here's Kyle Larson in the 51 and Cole Witt in the 72 car. And Witt will win this one as Larson is clearly focused on his dirt career. Sorry, fans. Well, here's Matt DiBenedetto again against Michael McDowell. And, oh! Looks like Dee Burrito will take this round. Take a closer look at our Jegs slow-mo at the line. Oh, barely. Inside has the advantage. And now the fans have been clamoring for more action here at Basement International Speedway. So in addition to the Humpy Hump, I'll be adding an actual brick from the Brickyard. Maybe. We'll start off the Sweet 16 with Ryan Preece on the outside. Regan Smith. Oh, he's down. Regan Smith hard into the line. Straight through the middle of the gate. You can't do that, Regan. Gotta fire up that chicken cam again. Take a look at what happened. Oh my goodness. Both way up in the air. Priest comes down to the correct lane. Regan Smith is just going to jam into gate there like a piece of Mike Harmon's car. Tough way to go out. Now it's Spencer Gallagher in the 23 against Brennan Poole in the 42. Similar looking cars. It's going to be Gallagher advancing. Take a look. Barely got it. Both really all over the place when they came to the gate, but Spencer has fortune on his side. And he does end up upside down. Well, I tell you what, some of the veterans of the sport watching here today cannot be happy with the style of racing becoming prevalent here. Next up, we've got Sarah Cornet-Ching and Shane Lee back in our ARCA brackets. And looks like Shane Lee won this round. Let's have to take a closer look. Whoa, way up into the air. Lee, I believe, came down in the right lane. That'll trip the flag in his favor, but it's getting a little rough out there. And here's Mason Mitchell again getting a nice start. For David Levine. Oh! He is down. We're going to have to take a look at that on our Zaxby's crash cam. David Levine running ahead of Mitchell. Oh! Goes off the track to the inside, smashes into the gate, and barrel rolls up into our signboard. He's off, although Mitchell did not finish the race in the correct lane, so I do declare a do-over. David Levine and Mason Mitchell once again. And an, absolutely atrocious start. Levine doesn't make it out of the bricks. Mitchell way off course. Oh my goodness. Flipping wildly towards the line up against the signboards. He won't make it. And I've just run out of patience with these two. This double elimination will be brought to you by Grotto Pizza, official pizza of me after a race at Dover Downs. And sure, let's just wedge in another plug for Toyota here. There's Mitchell still on his roof. He'll be going home. Here's Casey Kane against Clint Boyer. Oh, trouble. More trouble on the track. Gonna have to fire up that chicken one more time. Oh, this is just a travesty to the quality of racing here at Basement International Speedway. These cars aren't even close. Boyer upside down through the gate, will cross in the correct lane as Kane flies way out of bounds. Here's Matt Kenseth against Jeff Gordon. And, oh, similar result for Kenseth. Oh, terrible crash. Gordon, oh, looked like Gordon might have actually had a chance to be defeated there, but Kenseth couldn't stay in his lane. Gordon will once again advance, the Iron Man of the series. Here's David Reagan against Kurt Busch. Clean run that time will go to David Reagan. Here's Cole Witt not making it out of the box against Matt DiBenedetto. Both drivers in their first attempt here at the tournament, but it's going to be the end of the line here for poor Cole Witt. Yeah, it's DiBenedetto all by himself, cleanly through the line. And on the Elite 8 for the Xfinity side, Ryan Preece against Spencer Gallagher. I believe it's Ryan Preece advancing to the Final Four. Next up, Shane Lee all by himself here. Yes, this coming after Mason Mitchell and David Levine just refused to finish a race. So all Lee is going to have to do is stay on the track here, and he does. He'll have his ticket punched to the Final Four. On the Cup side, we've got Clint Boyer on the inside, and Jeff Gordon once again on the outside. Oh, and Gordon knocks off Boyer. Thought Boyer might have had an advantage there. He does not make it through, and this may set the stage for a three-peat for Jeffy. Here's Matt DiBenedetto getting knocked off by David Reagan. Upstart appearance by Reagan as we have our final four sets. It's going to be Ryan Preece in the 01, Shane Lee in the 22, Jeff Gordon once again in his 24, and David Reagan's front row 38. Racing here in the basement is once again sponsored by Papa Jim's, an inside joke that I am not a part of. That's right, Jim sucks, but his lasagna doesn't. And by Toyota, let's go places. And by Trading Paints, something else I do not know about. First up in the Final Four, we've got Ryan Preece against Shane Lee. Both fighting to be a champion. Oh, no! Oh, Ryan Preece upside down through the gate. That's going to end the chances of this modified champion. We're going to have to take another look at that on Zaxby's crash cam, figure out just what happened here. Close look at the line. And Lee comes through. Oh, Preece jumped out of his spot and smashed into the side of the gate. Similar to many other wrecks today. Winds up pinned beneath the line. That's just embarrassing. Now Jeff Gordon looking to once again move on. No! David Reagan! David Reagan eliminates Jeff Gordon. As you can see on our JEGS close-up of the finish line, two-time defending champion Jeff Gordon loses a clean race as David truly does slay Goliath. Okay, now the finals. It's going to be Shane Lee in the 22 on the inside against David Reagan in the 38 on the outside. Crowd gathering. Anticipation building. As one of these two will become a first-time champion in the Diecast Series here. Basement International Speedway. Away they go, and it's David Reagan! Amazing upset here as someone not named Jeff Gordon has won at the Diecast Nationals. A clean race. David Reagan will knock off Shane Lee. He's going to be your 2018 Winter Diecast National Champion. Wow, and look at all the confetti raining down on Reagan's car. Well, is that it? I bet there's more. Keep shaking, keep shaking. There it goes. Our Rutledge Wood is speeding to the scene before Reagan can get to Victory Lane for a quick interview. Unless that was Victory Lane, I don't know. Nobody cares. A tough break for Shane Lee, losing with his big car watching on right there, although everybody in attendance today is just happy that Jeff didn't win another one. So since that's about the end of our budget, that's going to be the end of the show. David Reagan wins another nail-biter today here at Basement International Speedway. That'll do it for the 2018 Winter Diecast Nationals.